Studio by Cyril Farr, Liam Sheedy and Tomás Mulcahy. And I suppose, Tomás, we'll start off with a simple question for you. Who's going to make it to the All-Ireland semi-finals from these two matches?
Well, you said there in your piece, Michael, that a lot of questions have been unanswered by a lot of these teams, but I suppose the one team that has been answering the questions over the last couple of weeks, 5 weeks or out of 6, has been Kilkenny, and also they're coming into this game on the crest of great performances over the last number of weeks, when they have been pushed to the limit, to be honest, and people might have maybe felt that they were on their knees, they were a team waiting to be beaten. Today they come in and they've strengthened their squad, they've strengthened their team by bringing back the likes of Shefflin, Mike and Femley coming back into the fray, so it's going to be a big ask for Cork. I mean, knowing Cork over the last couple of weeks, they would have been very disappointed with their performance in the Munster final, right? I mean, Cork can blame the sending off of Patrick Horgan, maybe change the game in Limerick's favour, but the second half performance, I think there was a lot of disappointment there, and particularly up front, and I think maybe over the last 2 or 3 weeks they've been working hard with players in frontal positions to actually stop defenders clearing ball too easy. Don't be letting them out. I mean, they're a light side, they are talented, there's a lot of good hurling in the team, so you would have to maybe fancy Kilkenny to win this one. The second game, I'm not so sure of, being honest with you, because Galway coming into this, I mean, I watched them in the Leinster final, I thought they weren't.
All-Ireland champions Kilkenny in the first of the quarter-finals. Commentary comes from Michael Dignan and Marty Morrissey.
Good news for Cork is that Patrick Horgan's red card in the Munster final was rescinded, so he can start this All-Ireland quarter-final at full forward. The other talking point is the selection of Jamie Collin at top of the left, and the big question, how will Lorcan McLaughlin and Daniel Carney perform in centre field? Interestingly, 13 of the 15 players named in this Kilkenny team started in last year's All-Ireland final replay against Galway. With Michael Fennelly returning to partner Killian Buckley at midfield, it's a very strong starting unit. The name Henry Shefflin appears on the team sheet for the very first time in this remarkable summer. All the 3 All-Ireland hurling finals. All the indications are that Kilkenny will win this, but hey, history suggests that Cork, you never write them off. Kilkenny won the toss, they've decided to play from left to right. Cork into the attack straight away as far as Patrick Horgan. Horgan's effort is dropping in around the house. Chasing after is Luke Farrell, coming away with it however is Paul Murphy. Played wonderfully well against Tipperary below in Nolan Park. Backfire is Jackie Tyrrell, outstanding as well in Nolan Park, and indeed here against Waterford a few weeks ago. Long ball up from Michael Fennelly, dropping down towards Richie Hogan. Is this the first opportunity for Kilkenny? And that is gone off. Hurler of the year back in 2008. Here he comes. First free of the afternoon is just about reaching the target. It's over the bar. Kilkenny are up and running in Semple Stadium, Thurles.
Yeah, good strike, Marty, by Owen Larkin. Interesting, I suppose, with Henry Shefflin back, that Owen Larkin still taking the frees, and I suppose, you know, he's much more game time under his belt, and that makes sense. And speaking of Henry Shefflin, he's out at left half forward with Colin Fennelly in the corner.
So tactical switches being made by both managers. Wonderful catch indeed by Seamus Harnedy. Lays it off as Daniel Carney. And this one is swinging to it quickly in that old familiar style. Lashes it down that left wing. Coming out together it is Colin Fennelly. There too is Henry Shefflin, playing in his very first championship match. Trying to put the shackles on him is Tom Kenny. The referee blows his whistle and he's given a free for a throw ball. And that's going to be a free. Teams now change their lineups, but here today we've dramatic changes on the half forward line, full forward line in both teams. So here's Owen Larkin going for his second point. The umpire 30, and thankfully a touch of blue sky over our heads at this stage. Jackie Tyrrell about to clear this ball. Daniel Carney just about keeping it in, chasing everything. He's a really lively player, using the short grip, laying the ball inside past Luke Farrell, couldn't gather it first time. Owen Larkin, look where he is, at left corner back. Ball comes free. Jackie Tyrrell out for his Michael Fennelly. Good to see him back in the championship game again, down towards Richie Hogan, who has it here, Conor O'Sullivan. Goes for the back pass, fires his fullback Stephen McDonald. Good Glen Rovers man from the north side of Cork City. Down for his Luke O'Farrell. Ball breaks free. Come for his Glenn Joyce, but good anticipation on this occasion by Daniel Carney. Jackie Tyrrell gets a touch to it. Luca Farrell comes in to challenge. Going down on the ball is Tommy Walsh, who was subsequently fouled. And that's going to be a free. And the referee, in fact, is given a free against Tommy Walsh.
Yeah, he picked the ball off the ground, Marty, yeah. Good call by Barry Kelly, who's been having an outstanding year for Kilkenny.
Patrick Horgan, vice-captain of this Cork team. Relieved, I'm sure, to be on the pitch following his experiences in the Munster final. And he puts his name on the score sheet for the very first time. Sides level for the first time here in Thurles. Puck out from Owen Murphy, aiming it at Henry Shefflin. I'd also be happy to see Michael Finlay gather.